When getting started with clients and billing, the first thing you need to do is connect your Stripe account. It's here you'll be asked to choose the currency you want to use when billing clients. Once you've done that, you are taken to the configure screen to set up clients and billing for your business. On this screen, you will see the Stripe account you have connected. Next up is your payment preferences, which show the currency you're billing in and give you an option to change the business name that shows up on your client's bank or credit card statements. You can use the additional tools to import existing customers and products from your Stripe account. Heading to the business profile, this is where you add your branding and company details. It's a really good idea to set this up so you have consistent branding and information for your business. Let's move to the taxes section. Here you can add any taxes that apply to your business billing. These taxes will then be available to add to an invoice when billing a client. Under the Customize Invoices tab, you'll find all the settings to make sure your invoices are in line with your business needs, from how invoices are numbered, to adding a footer note, and customizing the fields that show up on the invoice. Over in the email notification section, you can customize the emails your clients receive from the billing module. Business branding pulls the information you've already set up in the business profile. Adding a footer note is another great way of offering support with a customer service message. We understand that all businesses work differently, and so you may need additional sections in either the business or client profiles. That is why we have created the custom fields section. Now that you've configured clients and billing, we would suggest setting up the products and services section next. You can add as many new products or services here as you want, so you can bill for every job you do. Click on the Add New Product button, and then you have a pop-up module where you can add all the details. Using a unique product name and image helps when you're trying to find a particular product. It is easy to add pricing plans to a product, and you can add multiple plans with different prices, schedules, and billing cycles. Just click the Add Another Plan button. Once you have at least one product created, you'll see it listed on the Products and Services screen, where its status and the number of pricing plans associated with it will be displayed. To see the product management options, click the More Info icon. Here you can view and edit your product, add additional pricing plans, duplicate, or archive the product. Archiving a product will just make it unavailable for selection when billing a client. It won't affect any existing subscriptions. Now we have the products and services covered, let's set up the clients section. This is the section where you'll manage all of your clients. You can either add clients manually or import existing clients from Stripe. Click the Add New Client button and add their details like email address, company name, and contact number. With the user role, you can decide what your client sees in their dashboard. There are 3 pre-made options, but you can create a custom role that works for your business too. To find out more about user roles, see our documentation. When selecting a primary hub for clients, we recommend that you create a completely white label version of the hub on your own site, using the Hub Client plugin. This way, you can present the hub as your own client portal, customized and branded for your business. You can then switch the toggle to invite the client right away, or leave it off and invite them at a later time. Once you've added one or more clients to your hub, you'll see them listed under the Clients tab, with summary information for each one. Click on a client to go to the Client Overview section. This section gives you all the information you need for that specific client. At the top of the screen, you'll find a summary of the client statistics. Directly beneath this, you'll find the client's details, which you can add to or edit by clicking any of the settings. In the Billing Info section, you can add the billing address and payment method if you have those details. Any credit card details are sent securely to Stripe and are not stored on the WPMU dev servers. When you have at least one client added, you will see a Bill Client button at the top right of every page of the Clients and Billing section of the hub. By clicking on this, you open the billing module. You can then choose a client you want to invoice and attach it to a specific website if required. Then select the product and plan you want and adjust the quantity. You can add as many other products or services to an invoice as you want by clicking on the button below the Products and Services section. If you created any taxes when configuring clients and billing, you can then select the tax rate you want from the tax dropdown. After that has all been completed, you can check the invoice to make sure everything is correct. You can also add a personal message in the invoice notes section and then send the invoice to your client. You can manage the client's products and services by clicking on that tab. There are 3 subsections here to cover the types of payment plans available. Each will give you an overview of the products or services the client has or had in the past. Clicking on the More Info button under the current subscriptions heading allows you to see the subscriptions in more detail, or the invoices associated with that subscription. If it is a one-time only product, the More Info button will allow you to view the invoice or bill for that particular product again. For any inactive subscriptions, you can use the More Info button to see the subscription, view the invoice, or reactivate the subscription. To view all the invoices for that client, click the Invoices tab. Here you will find a list of all the invoices associated with that client. The data displayed here for each invoice of an individual client is identical to the data displayed for all invoices in the main Invoices section, which we will go over later in this video. Clicking on the invoice will bring up the invoice details in full, and clicking the More Info button will reveal options for that invoice based on the invoice status. If we head to the Invoices section, we can view and manage all the invoices for all clients in the hub. Once you have at least one invoice created, this screen will be populated with a list of all your invoices and will display summary information in columns. If the invoice is part of a subscription, there will be a recurring icon next to the date. The invoice status is shown as either payment due, paid, failed, refunded, or draft. To help you find the invoice you're looking for, there are powerful search and filtering features as well. Click on an invoice to view it, and you can also download it as a PDF. Clients can also be invoiced from the site section of the hub. If there is no billing set up for a particular site, you will first have to add the client to the site. When this is done, you can start billing that client for the products attached to the site. Just click the Bill Client button to start creating an invoice. Once you've billed a client for a product or service for a site, you'll see all the relevant information displayed in the client billing area for that site. Here you have a summary that gives an overview of the billing for that site, the client attached to the site and their details, the products and services that are attached to the site with their corresponding data and status. If you need to add any more products or services to this site, you can create a new invoice at any time by clicking the Bill Client button at the top right. Now let's take a look at what the client sees from their point of view. When you invite a new client, they'll receive an email that contains a button that they must click to confirm the invitation. If the client already has an existing hub account with you, clicking that button will direct them to the login page of whichever hub instance they were invited from. If they do not already have an account with you, they would land on the account creation page of that hub instance. When the client clicks the Pay Invoice button in an email, they will be taken to the payment page in their hub. On that payment page, they can review the products and services included in the invoice and make their payment. Clicking the Make Payment button on the left side of the screen will take the client to the second step on that same screen. If they have not yet added a payment method under the Billing Details tab of their billing area, they will be prompted to enter the credit card details here. Doing that will automatically update their payment method. When the client logs into their account, they will see the Billing Overview screen. It's very similar to the one that you see on the Client Overview screen when viewing the client's profile. If this is the first time they've logged in, then there won't be any information in this area yet. But once an invoice has been paid, this area will be populated with their billing activity. The Billing Info section allows the client to view and update their details. Under the Products and Services tab, the client will find all the information related to their subscriptions and products purchased from you. Under the Invoices tab, the client can view and manage all their invoices, including those that have been issued for any of their sites. The client can also easily access billing information from the sites area of their hub too, by clicking on the billing button at the top right of any site they're viewing. This will then take them to a billing overview for that particular website. We hope this video has given you a good overview of the clients and billing feature of the hub. Be sure to check out our documentation for detailed instructions on different areas of clients and billing. If you have any questions or need assistance, then please contact our friendly support team who will be more than happy to help.